Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation and Kentucky voters everywhere, particularly Liberty voters. When I say Liberty voters, all of us who are registered Republicans that do not like what the rhinos and the Republican establishment have done to this state and this country. I mean, we just witnessed it again with Mitch McConnell and gun legislation. And, of course, Andy Beshear and the Democrats. And, you know, every once in a while, you got to fight some little battles. And then there's times to forget about the fights and unite. This has been going on forever in politics and in life and in humanity since the beginning of the time. The Athenians and the Spartans would sometimes be enemies and sometimes they would be allies. Just the way it is. It's the way it is in the world. And we got off to a bad start. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. It was not my fault. I got shunned by those individuals that felt like they can be the only ones that defend the Constitution and fight for freedom and liberty. And then they tried to pass legislation targeted against me even. But you know what, folks? I want you to know that I got my eye on the prize. I'm focused on the big picture. And not only that, I'm very secure. I'm not an insecure person at all. I'm very secure who I am, what I do. So yesterday I had an epiphany, and that epiphany was, you know what? It's time to stop all the bogus BS fight. Now, I'm not going to unilaterally stand down. I mean, you know, some of these people who, with their fake Facebook accounts and everything else, it's just ridiculous. But I wanted you to know what I did do yesterday. Yesterday, I started making phone calls to people who I have had falling out with, who, like me and you, stand for liberty and the Constitution and want to fight, and extended olive branches. And I'm not going to talk about who they are at this moment in time, but I want you to know that I have began the process of reaching out to some groups and some individuals and say, hey, this is silly that we're not fighting the same battle together. And there's no better event for all of us to come together than Freedom Fest, because Freedom Fest is meant for that. The whole reason why I started Freedom Fest last year was like-minded people to come together. I mean, if the trucking issue is your issue, if the vaccine mandates are your issue, if gun control is your issue, if pro-life is your issue, whatever that constitutional, conservative, libertarian position is, that should be, you know, we should gather together at Freedom Fest. I mean, Freedom Fest is going to be a huge success regardless. But I want to be a leader, and a leader is somebody who's able to say, hey, let's put down some swords here and let's all come together for the same cause. I mean, I'm ready to bury the hatchet, not in their backs. I'm ready to bury the hatchet with everybody that has the same intentions and fights the same battles. I'm talking about anybody. Anybody. And some of these people I spoke to, I said, I'm even willing to shut up. In other words, they attacked me, so I hit back pretty hard. I'm willing to stop it. Just move on. I'm being a leader here and trying to unite all of us together in the fight for liberty and freedom against the tyranny. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.